Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, boys and girls. We are going to talk about VPN Fundamentals, IPSec, GRE, and SSL VPN. So let's go. What do we have in the agenda for today? We are going to focus in a clear and detailed explanation about these topics. So this is the agenda. What is a VPN? Why VPNs are needed? IPSec VPN fundamentals, GRE tunneling, SSL VPNs, and a comparison and use cases. What is a VPN? So have you ever think about it? What is a VPN? Basically, a virtual private network or VPN creates a secure encrypted connection over a public network such as the internet. It allows private data to travel safely between remote users, sites, or networks. Now, why VPNs are required? Why do we need them? To secure data over untrusted networks, enable remote work, connect branch offices, protect sensitive information, and reduce costs compared to lease lines. What are some of the types of VPNs? Site-to-site VPN, remote access VPN, client-based VPN, and clientless VPN. These are some of them. Let's talk about the VPN protocol categories. We're talking about network layer security, tunneling protocol, and application layer security. So what will be an example of a VPN protocol category regarding or related to network layer security? That's IPsec. When we are talking about GRE, that is tunneling protocol. And finally, SSL and TLS, these are basically application layer security. Now, we're going to go over IPsec overview. IPsec is Internet Protocol Security. It's a framework of protocols used to secure IP communications throughout authentication and encryption. What are some of the features of IPsec? Encryption, authentication, integrity, anti-reply protection, and it works at layer 3. So if you go back to the OSI model, you have the physical layer, it was the data link layer, and it was actually layer 1, layer 2, and then we have the network layer, and that was layer 3. So we have layer 2, layer 3, and layer 1. This one specifically works at layer 3 of the OSI model, and that's what they are talking about here, layer 3 or the network layer of the OSI model. Let's clear the drawings and let's continue moving forward. Let me just move forward. What are some of the IP protocols, IPsec protocols? Authentication header, HA, is authentication and integrity. ESP, encapsulation security payload, encryption and authentication. ESP is the most commonly used protocol. When we're talking about IPsec modes, tunnel mode encrypts the entire IP packet used in site-to-site VPNs. Transport mode encrypts only payload used for host-to-host communication. IPsec use cases, site-to-site VPNs, secure branch connectivity, cloud VPNs, AWS, Azure, secure communication between networks. So these are some of the use cases for IPsec. site-to-site VPNs, secure branch connectivity, cloud VPNs, for example, AWS, which belongs to Amazon, or Azure, which belongs to Microsoft. And finally, the secure communication between networks. What is GRE and how does it work? GRE overview. GRE, generic routing encapsulation, is a tunneling protocol used to encapsulate various network layer protocols inside IP packets. GRE key characteristics is related to encapsulation only, not encryption. It supports multicast and dynamic routing protocols, simple and flexible, and often combined with IPSec. Usually or often is combined with IPSec. GRE with IPSec. GRE provides tunneling and routing flexibility. IPSec provides security and encryption. Together, they create secure and flexible VPN solutions. GRE use cases: transporting multicast traffic, running routing protocols over VPN, connecting complex network topologies. Let's go over SSL VPN overview. SSL VPNs are SSL TLS encryption to provide secure remote access to applications and network resources via a web browser or client. SSL VPN key features: uses HTTPS, TCP port 443, is easy to deploy, works through firewalls, user-friendly for remote access. Types of SSL VPNs: we have client-based SSL VPN, which is a full tunnel access, and clientless SSL VPN, which is web browser-based. Some of the SSL VPN's use cases are remote workers, BYOD environments, secure access to internal web applications. It's basically related to corporations and companies. The BYOD related to companies, enterprise businesses, and corporations. VPN communication comparison. VPN comparison. IPsec is strong. It provides a strong security and site-to-site connectivity. GRE it provides flexibility, not encryption. We don't have encryption here. Usually we combine GRE and IPsec when required. SSL is easy for remote access. Application level security. It will provide us with application level security. What are some of the advantages and limitations of them? IPsec is highly secure and it has a complex configuration. GRE is flexible and it requires IPsec for security. That I was talking about, that usually we combine GRE and IPsec, so they work in a better combination, in a better way. And SSL is easy access, limited network visibility. What are some of the VPN best practices? Use a strong encryption, apply proper authentication, monitor VPN traffic, keep systems updated, and use the least privileged access. When we are talking about the least privileged access, and I think I explained this in previous lessons, is to provide the specific access for the user. Let's say we have a department for HR, we have a department for IT, an IT department, and we have another department for finance resources. What does exactly the least privileged access mean? Is basically that you will provide only the specific access to each of these departments, meaning somebody from HR shouldn't have access to the IT or finance resources. as well as somebody from IT shouldn't have access to the HR and finance. Someone from finance shouldn't have access to IT. So only their specific department access. HR will access only HR resources. IT only IT resources, and finance team, they will access the finance resources as well as the primary and basic resources that they require to function correctly within that organization. Okay, let's continue with the topics. This is a summary of some of the topics that we have covered today. VPNs, secure communications over public networks. GRE provides tunneling flexibility. IPSec provides strong security. SSL VPN simplify remote access. And this is everything for today's lesson. I hope that you have learned today. Remember, practice makes perfect, and I will see you at the top of success. Until next time, take care.